All right, so tonight's lesson is all about teaching or showing you guys the path, the Fit My method, and really sort of becoming a bit transparent about how to get a lean body that bursts with energy without dieting and without eating like a sparrow, exercising every day, all of that stuff that we think comes with getting the body
Right,
we want.
yeah, our beliefs.
Yeah. So this is the mother of all lessons, as we've said. We're going to break down a lot of beliefs and show you the path. So let's get started.
So before we begin, we just want to make sure taking a look at this photo is a snapshot of motherhood at its finest. And what we really want to get through to you, mamas, is that your past failures weren't your fault. You can do this. You just need the right person in your corner and to be accountable to. The fitness industry is designed to keep you on the diet cycle.
And by that, what we mean is the 6-week challenges.
Yeah, the 10-week, the 12-week. Yeah. The cutting, restricting, unsustainable, anything that you could not visualize doing for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That is the diet cycle.
And essentially what we go into now is talking about those pills.
Potions, cleanses, they're all short-term fixes, something that is unsustainable and something that you cannot do for the rest of your life. And you don't want to teach your children either.
And I will bring up, a lot of people say, oh, I'm just going to do it for now. But understand that whatever you do to get a certain result as well, as soon as that is gone, the result diminishes, it goes away.
It goes back down, you're back down to -0.
Yes, so unfortunately you can't achieve something you can't lose 1 or 2 kilos just to get it off in a short few weeks and expect to keep that unless you keep up that routine. So
yeah, keep up the exact same thing that you were doing before. So number 5 is you've signed up to all of that. Yeah.
Without every time. Yeah.
And like we've said, it isn't your fault by these 5 things. And I know you desperately want everything, and you can have it all, mama.
It all starts with rewiring your mindset, and throughout tonight's presentation, hopefully, Alex, we can show you and all the other mamas watching a failure-proof plan. So the only way, well, by now, what you should have picked up from the lessons. If you haven't, we'll go over it now. The only way to get control of your health permanently is to reprogram your metabolism. The only way to get control of your energy levels is to reprogram your metabolism, and the only way to get control of your body shape is to reprogram that metabolism.
Yeah.
That metabolism is the foundation of everything. You reprogram that, and the byproduct is better health, better energy, and better body shape.
Yep.
Together.
100%. Better life.
Yeah, and the only way to reprogram your metabolism is through the Fit My method. It's the only place we believe that you can find this unique approach that is designed for the mum who is tired, who has tried, who has failed, and who wants to never fail again and basically get that permanent result.
Yeah, beautiful.
So I'll go into a bit of the science behind how we reprogram your metabolism now, and then we'll move on. What we use is a metabolic classification. It's the closest thing we have to understanding what's going on inside your body on a metabolic level. And the questionnaire is very detailed. It goes into your genetic history, but also goes into your environmental factors and your habits and so forth. And what it does is it provides a roadmap for us. So as soon as we get you through the door, we do this test, this classification on you, and then we know exactly what we need to fix and how long it's going to take to fix those things. And then for most people, it might take 6 to 12 months to reprogram our metabolism. So we do this and we break it up into smaller blocks. So we'll match your exercise to your nutrition so that you aren't over-exercising, but you're also getting just enough that you need to make the changes that you want. And you're building up that 66%, most importantly, that metabolism. And over that first 12 weeks, if all we do is get a clear picture of your habits, job's done. If we've achieved something really cool, because a lot of the time, diets will mask those habits. So those habits that have created the body that you have, as soon as you start a diet and you want to do it 100%,
you've completely turned your world upside down.
Turned your world upside down. You have no idea how you've created the body you want. So as soon as you are overwhelmed, you'll go back to those habits
without even a thought.
Without even a thought.
Yeah, and actions without thinking.
You don't actually make any progress. Like from program to program, you're just sort of stabbing in the dark. Where with this approach, you'll learn something every time you do it, and the more you do it, the better you get perpetually. At the end of the program, we metabolically classify again. So this is what we really focused on over the course of your time with us, is getting that score down. And so as soon as we do get that score down, then we can get into the exciting stuff, where we do a fat loss program and we optimize your metabolism so that you can, eventually have the foods that you want to eat again, but it won't have as much an impact. You will work towards being that person that everyone looks at and thinks, oh, I wish I had a body like this.
Yeah, well, that must be easy.
And it must be easy for her, because by that stage, you'll look like you're doing it easy, and it will feel easy. It'll all become actions without thinking. So that's the reprogram in a nutshell.
Cool. But the really exciting part is you don't have to get right down with your metabolic classification points to actually receive or achieve an astounding result. So this is Tash that we did last night. When will I see results? So she's at Met classification A, which is like the most score, where your glucose partitioning is poor and blah, blah, blah.
Shifted,
all the science behind it, but we don't care about the science behind it, do we, mamas? We have him here for a reason. But
Jennifer's on the line.
Also, hi Jennifer, thanks for joining us again. The importance that you can see here is bang bang in a matter of has it even been 12 months since we
those photos are September to September.
What's really there you go. This is 12 months in total.
Jennifer was in our first 28-day course.
So she will be seeing Natasha change again.
That's the cool thing.
Yeah.
Tasha's
changed. It's been exactly 12 months. She came in and updated this photo last Friday. And this is 12 months of her working on her habits and still eating chocolate, and has been on 2 to 3 holidays while I have worked with her, including a holiday to Singapore. She came back from her holiday in Singapore and then booked in with me to get this photo done.
Yeah.
Within a week or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool that you say that, because most people go on holidays, they put on 5 or 10 kilos.
Absolutely, yeah.
And she's come back. She's still getting in front of the camera, and she's gotten even better.
And no apologies.
Yeah, and this is a woman with a heart condition.
Yep,
this
and
is
a
woman
shift worker.
A shift worker, and she's been, struggling with her weight for most of her life.
Yeah.
Cool.
So then, when will I see results? Again, this mama, two kids under 2, so she is definitely a Met classification A, because she's not sleeping. She's sleep deprived. Her sleep is inconsistent. She doesn't have a consistent routine in terms of exercise and things like that, because she runs a business as well.
Yeah.
Not only does she have 2 kids, she runs a business, a hairdressing business as well. So what little habits she has worked on, this is her result, and she again also gets better and better. I've worked with Kerry Lee for over 12 months now, and she's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and at this point, some people might think, well, does age matter? And it does, but it doesn't hold you back when you have a good enough reason. Yeah, it doesn't have to hold you back. And this is a grandmother who did have to step in and take care of her grandson or daughter.
Yes, it was a grandson.
And also was renovating at the time, was
working full time.
She was a volunteer. She played high level hockey.
Yeah.
So she was very busy, and she still managed a great result. cardio queen.
Yeah, cardio queen, and we had to reel her in, teach her how to match her nutrition, severely under eating, and trying all those cleanses and
and then
diets,
binging.
And then binging, that's right, yes.
And that's the thing, mamas.
That's what happens. Yeah.
You'll have selective amnesia. You will only remember the things that paint you in a good light. So when you are struggling with why you can't lose the weight, oftentimes the answer to that question is hiding somewhere in the data, and you just need somebody to turn your focus around.
Yeah, and someone that you trust, because for a while there, you know, Ruth wasn't getting anywhere because she wasn't being honest and wasn't being transparent. And once she
had to build that trust.
She had to build that trust, absolutely. And then I had to also tell her that it's okay, that you don't have to be perfect. And then once we broke down those walls, that's when this started to happen.
It's amazing. And to save her from talking about herself again, as you can see here, this is what happens when you go from A to a C. You know, you can take this as far as you like and get that body that you look at on Instagram and you think, oh, if only I could have that. Now, the thing with Megan is she actually bounces between a C and a B. So she doesn't always a C.
Depending on how my 3-year-old sleeps.
So she'll often go backwards. And that's the really cool thing about this process is the longer you do it, even if you do go backwards, you have some overwhelming periods in your life, you'll be able to maintain.
You can afford to.
And you can afford to go off
your
track.
Metabolism's in a great
state. Exactly.
And I just want to stress to you, mamas, that this was over 3 years.
Yeah.
Was it, or just under 3 years?
Yeah, just under.
Just under 3 years. I'm a work in progress. You know, this year is 3.
Yeah, I think it's important to note as well, you were strong and you did work on your metabolism before falling pregnant as well.
Yeah.
So there's all those considerations to factor
in. Between all that, yeah.
But this is still not a 6-week shred, you know? This is a process over time. So you're probably wondering by now, what's this whole method of ours? As we've said before, we've got a few tools that we use to help reprogram your metabolism. But through working with mums, we've really refined it and developed a method. A method that's
really important.
Is really important to follow. And it all starts with sleep. And when you do fix this, you'll never have to rely on motivation or willpower again, because we will use a powerful routine building approach we call sleep habit. So we'll help you improve the quality of your sleep. We'll improve your environment and help you break and create habits. And the second one is your favorite one, isn't it?
So I'll say the second one, eating your favorite food. So reprogram your metabolism and maximize every minute spent in the gym with nutrient timing and metabolic nutrition. So that's what we are going to teach you, and where to have a place for your favorite foods.
Yeah, that's the really cool thing, is that you can still eat your favorite foods.
Don't feel like you're
going to give them a home.
Yeah,
you're going to give them a home,
a place that are actually it's only going to do you good.
Yeah. And like we said at the start, failure proof. You know, there's nothing worse than losing status with family members or friends when you say you're going to do this diet and then you don't actually do it, or you don't get the result you intended on getting. Like, that's a really, unmotivating situation you get into.
And there's a lot of pressure to put on yourself as well.
Huge amount of pressure.
Yeah.
So we take that pressure off. Hey.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's not fair. We put up pressure on ourselves with so many things as mums. It's not fair to then put ourselves under pressure on, achieving a result in a certain amount of time, in an ugly way.
Yeah.
In a no fun way.
So over our time delivering this to hundreds of people, we've found that there's a very important balance that we need of accountability. So we put a juicy carrot in that will help you work towards getting outside your comfort zone a little bit.
Something exciting, something a little bit scary.
We've got case studies too from other mums who've paved the way before you. So I think they're invaluable, because
you can get a day. You can have a look at a day in the life of these kind of mums
and just see how underwhelming it all is, rather than being overwhelmed. And 2 great support networks that you can tap into. So if you've had a night out with the girls, and then you've regretted the couple of drinks that you probably shouldn't have had, you can jump straight in the support group, say, hey, I'm feeling like this, and you'll have mums just like you getting on, telling you that it's okay, get back on the wagon. And I think that's probably one of the most powerful things you can ever get in a journey like this.
Community.
Again, we'll go this quickly because we did have a good chat about these people, but just remember that we've got shift workers who are up at all hours of the night with crazy routines, grandmas who are just committed to their eyeballs with other things outside their full-time work and family as well, business owners and 2
Mums,
boys under 2,
young children.
Hey Jessica's on the line.
Hey Jessica.
We've got people who are scared to stop to stop exercising, and scared to get off that cardio train, scared to eat more food. They've got a really poor relationship with food. So it's more than just getting the body you want. It's repairing that relationship, isn't it, with food and exercise in your body?
For sure, yeah.
And Megan, chronic fatigue, eating huge amounts of healthy food, yet not absorbing the nutrition, and both of us being at wit's end. We've gone through that experience intimately, so we understand the whole process from A to B, every step of the way. Any problem you could come up against, we know where you'll be at any stage. So there's 3 secrets of guaranteed success. First of all, you need to stop relying on that motivational willpower. And with the sleep hab, we're going to be able to do that. So can you imagine how easy the process will eventually become if you're able to enjoy your favorite foods while you're reprogramming metabolism? And can you see how having the right carrot, the right support, and the right accountability will make this literally a failure-proof plan? Let us know if you agree with any of that there.
Those 3 things. If you didn't have to rely on the motivation, imagine how easy the process would be if you feel as though you didn't have to miss out on your favorite foods, and how exciting the journey would actually be if you had the right carrot, something to work towards, something to look forward to, instead of going round and round on a hamster wheel and not actually knowing what you're working for.
Because exercise and nutrition alone are pretty boring things.
Yeah, unless you're very passionate about it. So boring.
Yeah, even when you are passionate, it can get boring.
Yeah, we got 100%. Yes, absolutely.
Cool. So do you think this will work for you?
The Metabolic Precision Cook Bible. So no mamas want to have to cook separate meals for themselves and their family. I know I don't, and I know that if I had to, I wouldn't do this process. I would look for something else. That wouldn't work for me. But what makes sense to me is that we all eat the same and we all enjoy our food, and that it is something that we all do together.
Yeah, so if we want taco night, we open up the Cook Bible.
Yeah, we plan a taco night, Taco Tuesdays, all that kind of stuff, and, delicious breakfasts. So successful applicants to the Fit Mum method received a hard copy of this Cook Bible. So you did get a taste of this at the beginning of this course with a few recipes, and I posted some more last night with Jessica with her habit at the moment with her baby. So you get over 175 plus fast, delicious, nutritious meals you and the whole family can enjoy, because there's nothing worse than not being able to enjoy it all together and not have the whole family on board.
Now you've got 2 of those left.
Jessica says, my God, love Taco Tuesdays. Yeah, so I only do have 2 spots left. Pete made me realise. So here's just a snapshot of the kind of food you get to enjoy. Pancake Sundays. Pancake Sundays. Burgers. MP burgers are so good. Try a pudding, refreshing snacks. So would 175 plus fast, delicious nutrition meals satisfy you and your family for variety? What you'll also get is a beautifully presented transformation manual. Inside this, you have hacks like the kitchen makeover time-saving system tips. I also go live with these sort of things as well in my inner circle. It also has the craving cures, so teaching you about nutrient timing, putting your favorite foods in the right place where they will benefit you and not take you away from your goals. You got MPLMs, which are metabolically precise liquid meals, so they are more like a creamy dessert than anything else. MP desserts and your RDCs, which is red wine, dark chocolate, and coffee, because we all love coffee. Also in this, you do get mindset training, you get 6 secrets of a successful transformation, you get habit hacks, goal setting techniques, all of that covered. We're by your side through every step of the way, and we're only a message away.
So if you learn how to save time in the kitchen, save money as well at the shopping centre, supermarket.
Save time in the kitchen, save time in the gym.
Yeah, kill cravings and change your mindset. Do you think you would succeed? Let us know. We love your interaction. Give us a thumbs up.
And this one always gets people.
Yeah, because our diets miss this. Diets will tell you what to eat, but they won't tell you how to eat it.
Or the next step.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll also get a really safe but highly effective training program. Again, like I said earlier, based on your metabolic classification and your nutrition IQ.
We're not going to give you anything that you can't handle.
Yeah, and a lot of the time when, people go out and try to achieve their body shape, they'll get a diet and they'll try and match it to some program that a personal trainer has written out for them, or a program that's been ripped off the net, and they don't quite fit together. So it's very important that you do match these 2 things, and that's what we'll do. We'll build your metabolism up with a training program called Focused Intense Resistance Exercise, which has been scientifically validated at University of Melbourne. Intense cardio exercise as well, which burns 3 times more fat than a treadmill does. Plus, it's 3 times more fun, I reckon. And lower intense activity will also be part of the plan. We'll tell you what you need to do when you're not exercising to stay active, to recover, to clear your head, to de-stress, to spend more time with the family.
Yeah.
Because, we get women who come on board and say, I've got all this to do, and then I've got to focus on myself, and then I can't, I'm not getting time to spend with the family. And that's the fundamental shift that we encourage you women to make, is spending time in the kitchen rather than in the lounge room with the kids. Spending time outside and outdoors with them to get active and get your activity in as well. It's a holistic thing. It's not just you going to a gym, doing a program and getting a result.
Yeah, your whole family needs to be on board.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if we cut your training in the gym back to just 1 to 2 hours a week, would that make juggling your goals and your mum life easier? Let us know. Think about that for a second. 2 half-hour sessions. Because we know you've got to travel 15 minutes to the gym, 15 minutes back from the gym. You've probably got school pickup and sports to worry about.
Lunches to
pack.
Dinner on.
If we could get you in the gym and training effectively, train you to train like a trainer, how much easier do you think it would make your life in juggling all of that?
Is
How
that
is that
possible?
possible? Well, you've seen it, Alex. All of our mamas use those programs.
Oh, yeah. An
And-
hour. Majority of them are in the gym an hour max.
A week, yeah.
A week.
This is a week, yeah.
Yeah, this is a week per week.
Yeah.
So an hour to an hour and a half maybe per week. And then the other stuff is outdoors with their family and stuff.
Yeah.
But that is possible.
So you'll not only be told, you will never be told what to eat. You'll be taught how to construct meals in a simple way that doesn't require you to count or constantly track. It'll be a step-by-step implementation process. So, you'll get the manual. There's tons of information in there, which is why the manual isn't for sale on its own, because what it really needs is that personalized step-by-step approach, that coaching, where we give you the most important thing to focus on at every step, every step of the way.
And we will be there to guide you and pull you back if you are going, a little bit too fast for the pace, because what happens is you get too overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So then that's why you need a coach, and you need someone to guide you and say, hang on, just work on this first, so it doesn't turn your world upside down and it isn't overwhelming.
Jess says she's got 2 kids and a husband who's an interstate truck driver.
So she would love this. Yeah, love it.
Yeah, that's right. And, not only the time saved in the gym, but time saved in the kitchen, like we said before, would be perfect for you, Jess. So it's really education-based, but have a think about how, if you actually got the chance to learn how to be in total control of what you eat without ever having to count a calorie again, how powerful that would be, and how permanent that result you got would be as well. Because that's the thing, is when you learn why and you learn how, you're more likely to continue with those habits that you develop.
Yeah, and when it's an enjoyable process. So do you think you could maintain your result forever if you had control of what you were eating and didn't have to count calories again? Could you see this as something you could do forever?
As Megan said before, we're with you every step of the way, and we're literally only a message away. So there will be tasks to do, but you can utilize as much or as little of them as you like. It's not as though we're marking you, and we don't, as we said, 100%. We don't expect you to be 100%. So whilst you have to learn how to eat and implement, you also have to learn how to be accountable to someone. And we understand there's a lot going into that whole process. So if you miss a couple of tasks some weeks, but you're food prepping, even if it's only a small amount, we're happy. We're happy coaches, because we would rather see you do the physical work than the
like if you're food prepping and you're posting it in the Facebook group, and that we can actually see there visibly that you are doing the tasks.
Yeah. And in your photos too.
Like,
your face is clearing up.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can always tell in that as well. Yeah.
So
a holistic approach with tasks that focus on exercise, nutrition, and the mindset, and we hold your hand every step of the way with consistent support. And that's what it's about, isn't it? Consistency. What can you do that you can maintain consistently?
Exactly. So can you see how by taking a step-by-step approach, we will build better habits and routines into your life without overwhelming you?
That comes from trying to be perfect. And we know, mamas, that that's what we're good at. We're always trying to be perfect, aren't we? So if we can take the pressure off ourselves from being perfect and just put one foot in front of the other.
It's failure proof. You'll also get 2 support groups. You get 10,000 plus people reprogramming their metabolisms in a worldwide group, and you'll also get a small group of mums to use as a sounding board. Mamas who relate to you. Megan and I have combined 15 plus years experience in coaching, body transformations. And Megan goes live very regularly inside her inner circle group. Just today, Megan was going live about her own transformation and what she's learned over the few years that you've been doing it.
Yeah, and really peel back the layers and peel back what's really important and what you need to work on first.
And
yeah. And I love how you've written, who has the time to be perfect being a mum? None of us.
Awesome.
So imagine having a bad day, jumping online and posting in one of our support groups, our support networks, only to have a flood of comments telling you not to worry and to keep going.
How cool would that be?
Yeah, and to not alone, like, we need a community. It takes a village to raise children, and it also takes a village to support mums, in a world where we are sort of isolated, and the social media, we can use this for positivity and get on there and support each other, trying to achieve the same thing.
100%. The next crisis in the world is loneliness, which has been foreseen for the last few years. So getting into a community like this is
knowing that you're not alone. Like, you might stuff up, you might make mistakes, and you might fall down, but you post in here and you will honestly have a flood of other mums saying, done it too, been there, done that, still getting results, still here.
And you need that, especially being in Dubbo, don't you?
So case studies, like Pete said before, to pave the road ahead. So you'll be able to get a snapshot in a day in the life of a fit mum, what they did to achieve their goals, the lessons that you can learn from their experiences, and they're blazing the path that you can follow in. So their real life, they're going, okay, well, they've done that, I can too. Instill the belief and the reassurance in yourself.
Yeah. So you can look at someone who you can relate to, and you can see yourself in them. And then all you'll know is that Jessica, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, Jessica will probably see herself in Kerry Lee right now.
And the question is never, can I do it? The question is, well, it's going to happen. Yeah, that's powerful. So do you think real life case studies to follow in their footsteps will motivate you and reassure you that you too can succeed? Let us know.
Give you hope.
Now we'll top this all off with a 100% money back guarantee. So we're serious about what we do, and our reputation is built on the results we can get for you. So that is our top priority. And if you do everything asked of you and you're not looking any better, feeling any better, or functioning any better, we'll refund your entire investment. That's how confident we are in our coaching ability, our method.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So the final question is, would you like to be our next case study? 6 to 12 months from now, we'd love to have you up on one of these slideshows. So it's come time now for you to make the decision on whether or not you can see yourself participating in the Fit Mum method, if the Fit Mum method is for you. I'll have a little bit of a chat to you now about the application process, if that's okay. This isn't a sales call. This is a chance for you to get on the phone with Megan and have a genuine chat. What we are looking for is somebody who is willing to make some big changes to their lifestyle, but somebody who's also okay with not being perfect, somebody who's open, honest, and genuine, and is coachable. It's what we call coachable, because it's only those kinds of people we can help, isn't it? What will happen from now is I'll post the link to apply in the comment section of this video, and you'll be taken to a page with a short video on it you can watch, and a link to a booking calendar page, where you can book in to have a call with Megan, and then there'll be a short questionnaire that you'll need to fill out. Once you've done all of that, Megan will hop on a call with you for the first call, and in that call, what Megan's trying to determine is whether or not she can help you. And what we really ask you is to be honest with us as well, and let us know, or let Megan know, if you think she can help or we can help you too. So by the end of that call, we should have a fairly good idea of whether or not you're a good fit for the program. We won't ask for a commitment on that first call. You'll get the brochure, which will have all of the details you need to make
including the price,
a decision, including the price,
length of time.
Yep. So you'll know exactly what you're up for,
Yeah.
and you'll have time to mull it over.
Yeah, so process it, talk it over with your partner, talk it over with your family.
Because what we need is the whole tribe on board. We need everyone to be on board with this decision, which is why we don't ask for commitment on that first call. Provided that you've read the brochure, we'll hop on a second call. And in that second call, it'll just be as simple as saying yes or no, and either answer is okay. If you say no, we'll thank you for your time, and we'll take it as it's just a not right now for you. You can go back to enjoying all the content that Megan posts in the Fit Mum support group, and you'll be able to participate in a 14-day e-course whenever you like, and whenever spots are available. But if you say yes, then that's where the really exciting stuff happens, because you get to implement. You get to implement all the cool stuff that you've learned, and the stuff that you haven't learned, which is even cooler, because what you'll learn about yourself is what will profoundly change your life. You will be put into the inner circle and welcomed, and you'll be able to get started on your own.
Journey will begin.
Fit Mumma journey. And that's all from us tonight. So applications are now open. I will post the link in the description, or in the comment section of the page.
But we do want to thank you so much for giving us your time over the last 14 days. It's been a real pleasure to be able to jump online and see your friendly faces or your friendly comments as such, and have you interacting. We hope that you got everything out of this as you wanted and you'd hoped, and hopefully we'll see you on the other side. Yeah.
This group will close on Sunday night, so you'll be able to catch up on anything you've missed, extract as much information as you like. Thank you, Alex, for being part of 14 days.
Yes, Alex and Jessica, and thanks for tuning in tonight.